Good morning, Erica Campbell and Kathy Hughes. Uh, get up in the morning. Well, I'm up in the morning. And Erica Campbell, you have not shown my presidential campaign. And there's a song that I'm sure you remember by Barry White, and it says, "Practice what you preach." The same with you, Kathy Hughes. I heard your commercial where you were talking about how you've overcome obstacles in life. But you two women don't support other females. And that presents a challenge because you know I'm a presidential candidate for this election. And Kathy Hughes, in my dilemmas and in my traumas and my tragedies, you silenced Amos Brown on the airwaves because you were in competition against me for promoting tragedy, not triumph. I'm not in competition against you for anything because I know who I am. Prayerfully today, you will get to know who you really are and who you've been meant to be. And Erica Campbell, I hear you when your demeanor changes when other females call in on your radio show and how insulting you can be, and you don't want other females to have any type of positive energy because of competition. I pray today that your self esteem would be encouraged today and that the Holy Spirit would touch your hearts and your lives. There are others of you who have chosen to go against me instead of supporting me, but when you need something, I'm there for you, and I'm concerned about that because we have a situation going on here in America where people are being afraid instead of being enforced for safety and security. The coronavirus is being treated the same way that AIDS was treated when it was introduced through the mainstream media, which has had it hidden all of this time because they're getting paid to make sure that you only know what these other candidates want you to know. When we know that if you're clean already, then you're going to automatically wash your hands on a regular basis. This is a way to spend their money, to make you buy their products, demand of you their services, and play with your emotions. Kathy Hughes, Erica Campbell, um, what's the little guy in the afternoon that comes on who was rude and disrespectful to me for no reason. I called because you said call in and you asked me why was I calling very rudely. Um, and the other one that comes on at 10 o'clock in the morning after Erica Campbell. When I asked you to pray on my behalf, you told me you pray for everybody. I wasn't asking about everybody at that time. I was asking about me. Intercede on my behalf. And you refused to do so. When you get tired of the slavery and the human trafficking, when you get tired of the lies, when you get tired of all these other things that are oppressing the people, you'll let me know. The coronavirus, corona, last I knew, was a liquor too. Not a liqueur, but a liquor by someone's name, labeled by someone's name. And that's unfortunate that you do that to the people. You're not dealing with real issues. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, whose wife poses naked to be with other naked women, degrading we females and yourself. You're not dealing with real issues. Michael Bloomberg, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, the Clintons, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Michelle and Barack Obama, Hussein Obama, the Bushes, Bernie Sanders. You're not dealing with real issues. A real issue. Someone was in my home illegally yesterday. The police wouldn't do a police report on my behalf with my alarm going off.
I know.
Real issues.
See you later.
Hey, good morning. The law director for the city of Cleveland has been blocking complaints in the courts on my behalf to protect and provide for myself and my children. Real issues. Our public transportation system is destroyed. Real issues. Any other candidates that are out there too, I'm speaking to you as well. Real issues. Human trafficking is on the uprise, not on the downrising, not on the downflow. Correction. Real issues. Our earth is compromised. Real issues. I know you know that, Sierra Club, since I've helped you deal with environmental issues and other entities. Real issues. Kathy Hughes, the owner of Radio One, Urban One, Black Planet Radio. These are real issues. How I can get snatched out of my house, my home, and you don't address this on my behalf. I'm a multiracial American citizen. This is a real issue. I'm a presidential candidate. This is a real issue. You haven't announced my campaign at one time, but you get me on the telephone and you question me and you drill me, Erica Campbell. Willie Moore Jr., that's the one I was trying to think of. The Willie Moore Jr. radio show. I really like you, for real. I like your program and everything. And the other guy, his name escapes me right now. He's a part of Elizabeth Baptist Church. Also, the other radio show that's on in the Chamberlain building, as well as many other. You don't run me. You don't control me. You don't own me. And you don't have a right to deny me my USC T47 Section 315 and 316 rights. Practice what you preach. Stop being hypocrites. You've compromised the integrity of the cloth of the United States of America. Don't talk about people telling them to be encouraged and to think of themselves and better and more, and then you get on the air, Erica Campbell, and degrade me, downplay me, and then tell me I want to argue. I don't argue with anyone about anything, never have, and I never will, because you're not worth an argument. Kathy Hughes, I'm not in competition over tragedy. And I don't fast for strife or debate. I'm a woman, a natural born woman with purpose and potential. I'm not trying to be a king because I'm a queen, honey. You all need to quit playing. You better get praying, because these are real times. The coronavirus, that's only a sample of the fear these people are putting in you, making you buy things to keep their budget the way it is. How do I know? Because Cuyahoga County Council told me that I'm affecting their budget by talking about the fact that they are implementing laws to promote slavery, aka human trafficking, denying communities that are not white money for development and redevelopment. On 90.3, I heard your show yesterday talking about the community centers, and I hear you, but you need to practice what you preach. Those community centers, I hear the people talk about the prison pipeline through the schools. What I don't hear them talking about, I don't hear you talking about the mental health pipeline. That when you go into a homeless shelter, you have to write down and label that it's because you're mentally ill. And if you don't do it, If you get services, you definitely won't get any if you don't say that you're mentally ill. The community agencies, they want you to label yourself as mentally ill in order to get services. I'm not guessing. I know what I'm talking about. I'm Reverend Pamela M. Pinckney Butts, presidential candidate for the United States of America, and I'm tired of the compromise. I'm tired of you politicians coming through Ohio, exploiting the people, leaving Ohio desolate, desecrated, defiled, and denied. This is my hometown. Back up, back off, and stop bothering the people. I'm tired of you exploiting the United States of America, using the Constitution to oppress the poor, rob the rich, and murder the middle class.